so that took a second for me to set up. My name is Donahoe. I'm a co-founder of a Ruby on Rails development company called Heavy Industries. We've been making stuff for other people. We got tired of that, so we decided to start making stuff for ourselves, which is what I'm here to talk about.
Speak up.
Oh, sure. So, I don't know if you heard that, but made applications for other people, making applications for my own, or myself now with my company. That's what I'm here to talk about. Quick question first, though. Have any of you ever been away from your home or office and had the thought, is everything okay at home? Is my stuff okay? Is it still there? Did my house burn down? Because we've had the thought once or twice, and we decided that we could do something about it. And we're not talking about the next Groupon, not the next Google, just an idea to solve a problem. We call it Watch From Away. In a nutshell, the idea is to turn any built-in or USB web camera into a motion-detecting security camera. And there are some of you that are probably out there saying, yes, but haven't other people done this before? And my answer is yes, but, and it's a very big but. We took a look at the marketplace and we looked at what other options are out there, and there are a lot of big deficiencies in the way that most of them are implemented. So some of those, I grouped these under the too complicated. So either the software is too complicated to set up, the interface doesn't really work very well to make it do what you want to do, or you have to download and install software and set it up. That's everything from setting up network configurations, port forwarding, or if you want to get email alerts, you got to set up. You have to know what SMTP server is, and then set up the right settings so that it can bounce the emails off your server and then back to you. Basically, in this slide, we looked at, would my mom be able to set this up and use it? And the answer with most of them is, unfortunately, no. No worries. Yeah. Terrorists win. Alright, so the other big problem that we noticed is limited hardware and software support. So I don't know if any of you have heard of this. It's an application called Witness. It was announced at the beginning of April. It does something very similar to what Watch From Away does. The only problem is it works only with OS X and only with a built-in eyesight camera. So if you have a third-party camera, it doesn't work. Sorry, out of luck. It costs $40 to download and try. There's no freemium model. I don't really see that as a great buy-in. Last, most of these store data locally. I don't know if you can recognize the beat. But to me, that's a giant security hole to store the valuable video data of your location in the place that you're worried about stuff being stolen or burned down. I mean, if thieves break in and steal everything in your office, they're going to steal the computer that's storing the video. How are you going to give that to the police? If it floods, how are you going to check in from somewhere else and find out that, oh wow, it flooded, I should have someone go over there. Store it off-site, you can access it from anywhere. So on that tip, let's talk about features. As you can probably kind of guess from what I've said, everything is entirely browser-based. The webcam interaction happens through Flash. Nothing is stored locally. Everything is streamed directly to S3, bounced out to a transcoding server to do the transcoding that we need. If you can get to the web page, you can set it up. That's it. There's nothing to install. It works. You can add more cameras if you have them plugged in. You just have to click a little drop down in the Flash menu and select a different camera. Alerts work. Email, SMS. Email alerts will have screenshots of the motion-triggered alert that was captured, and then a link, obviously, to the actual video alert. SMS, just a link. Adding a new email or SMS is just as easy as adding it into a text field and hitting add, as opposed to having to set up a server of some sort like the other solutions. Another thing we're really excited about is alert scheduling. So a lot of these don't have it. When someone shouldn't be in your house or shouldn't be in your office. So you should have the ability to say, only send me alerts on these days, between these times, to these recipients. So if it's an office place, there might be certain people that are responsible for going over there. If there's a problem on some days, and on other days, different people, easy to do. You click add, just checkbox. Live view is something that I think is kind of standard for this. One way we've sexed it up, I guess, is you can record directly from the live view, so it's kind of like a TiVo for security systems. but you can just check in, see the different cameras, that sort of thing, and it kind of speaks for itself. 24-hour recording is going to be a premium feature that will be on the most expensive account and as an add-on to all the other accounts. Allows a user to record an entire day's worth of video at a time in 15-minute chunks. There's a 1-day horizon to start with the most expensive account. You can obviously upgrade by paying more, and you can have multiple days that are recorded. You can go in and save any chunk at any time. That will keep it from being deleted when the horizon moves forward. It's simple, but I haven't seen a lot of that. It's all stored on Amazon, so always accessible. Mobile, actually a shot from the thing. All the features, with the exception of at the bottom live view, are going to be available on mobile. In the interim, what we're doing for live view is that it'll take a screenshot and show you the screenshot from your live feed. The problem is that the way that Flash Media Server captures the video isn't compatible with an iPhone or an iPad, which I'm sure is shocking. But all the other stuff, so save video, your camera controls, turning alerts on and off, making changes to the schedule, that's all available via the mobile interface. And we're transcoding all the alerts into MP4, so that is actually watchable on your iPhone or your iPad. Privacy concerns, everything is in private S3 buckets, so things are separated. Watching is by authenticated URLs through the application, so it's hard to just choose a random hashtag or hash string and see it from S3. And most importantly, files and directories are not tied to accounts, so there's no joebob@yahoo.com or something like that folder with all your videos from your house there. It's random hashtags, names are randomized, all is kept on the server, so that if someone gets access to S3, they're not downloading everything that you've ever seen. So all that sounds great, but important question, how does that all make money? We have identified 3 different streams that we are pursuing. First is obviously subscriptions. We're going to go for the freemium model. The free plan is going to be limited in that you can only have alerts work for 12 hours before you have to go in and hit the button again to re-enable alerts. We needed something to kick people up into paid plans, and that was our solution to it. Paid plans obviously go up in there in the amount of video that's able to be stored on your account before stuff gets deleted, and then features like the 24-hour recording. Affiliate sales, hope to get some pocket change or beer money from people that need new webcams, and they happen to click on one of our referral links at the bottom. You get a couple dollars from that, but most importantly, I think, and interestingly, is the lead generation side. Long term, we're already talking to people. They're already in a security mindset. We're talking about their assets, making sure that they're safe. Why not talk to them about insurance and potentially sell them for home, business, or renter's insurance? And that's a big market. If we can take a couple dollars out of that stream, that's a good thing for us. So, in a nutshell, that's Watch From Away. It's question time.
Is it currently out? If it's out and available, what's the traction like, and what's the conversion?
No, it's not out yet. We're finishing up the last bits of the video system, but we do have on watchfromaway.com a sign up so that you can sign up and we'll tell you when it actually is working.
A lot of people, when they go away from home, they take their laptops with them. Not everybody has a desktop and then a laptop.
That is true.
I've seen some solutions that actually have a robot, like kind of like a Roomba, walking around or driving around in the house with the camera on there,
right.
And then you can do certain things.
Right.
Is that anywhere in the plans to sort of mix with that?
That kind of falls into something that's going to be in the next phase of this, which is IP cameras, which actually, there's a webcam that's up there covering this. IP cameras require a little bit different setup in that you have to have it on your network, then you have to go to an IP address, configure the camera, direct it to a server, and all that. We wanted to go after a easier market as far as explaining how things work before we start worrying about IP cameras and all that, but that's totally on our radar, and you're absolutely right. I mean, if you have a camera like that, you can plug it in, and as long as it's on your home network, and you point the IP address to a server, you can pick up the stream and monitor it. The only downside is that right now we're doing the motion detection in Flash and JavaScript, and you can't have that working on the IP camera, so there's going to have to be a server-side component to be watching the stream, which costs more.
A lot of bandwidth, right?
Exactly.
There's that one more.
Sure.
My question being that when I'm away and I get an alert and I go in and verify that somebody's actually in my house, do you have some sort of quick way to notify whomever I need to
We thought
notify?
about that a lot, and the ultimate conclusion was we don't want to be responsible for that because when it fails, and it ultimately will fail, we don't want to be the person that is responsible for you losing all of your stuff. Legally, it just seems to be the best practice to stay away from that, and we notified you. Figure this out on your own. Good. Oh, I guess I'm done.
That's it. Thank you.